Hi guys, Rachybop here, welcome to Sim Saturday. Today I am reviewing The Sims 4. This video is going to be so difficult for me because there's so much to say and so many of you already have very strong opinions and I have my own. So let me just put that across in this video. Hopefully it will help some of you if you're thinking about purchasing The Sims 4, or maybe you're just interested in hearing my perspective. I know a lot of you have been asking me what I think about the game, so here it is. And although I have been to a lot of EA events in the past and some people think that that makes me biased, it absolutely does not. There's good points, there's bad points, and I'm going to tell you them all. Initially, I really love the way the game looks. I like the feel they've gone with. I think when you actually play it and get immersed in it, it's quite beautiful. The animations absolutely bring it to life, although it is let down by some. When I'm looking at the animation, some of them I think, wow, that's amazing. They've really put some thought in there, that's brilliant. But then others, they've cut corners, and that I don't like. I think a lot of it is to do with money, pressures, time, things like that, and that becomes evident in when you actually get the game. And that's the thing that lets The Sims down, I think, because we all have this perception of EA and who they are and this judgment of them behind the Sims team just saying, come on, you need to get this out, and these beautifully creative people sat at desks wanting to put things in and not being able to because they're not allowed to because of time and money, and that's kind of upsetting. That's the image I get from it anyway. I don't blame the Sims team for any of this. I feel like it's the powers above them, but having said that, I have no idea what actually goes on. I think the Sims team unfortunately take the brunt of it because they're put there in the limelight to talk to us all, and I appreciate that from them. All my feedback is constructive. It's not meant to say you didn't do this right, because I have the utmost respect for them. Regardless of that, I wouldn't want to upset anybody. I know that the effort's been put there, but I'm here to tell people what I genuinely think of the game. So anyway, constructive criticism only here. So I think with certain things, like when you're sat watching your sim do something and like the plate just disappears, or they're doing something that just doesn't make sense, and they obviously know that when they put this game out that won't make sense, and yet they still release it with that in there, and that does upset me because it lets down the bits that are so beautiful and have so much potential. Having said that, I am glad they are in there, and compared with other games where, like with shooting games, now we're only just getting like environments that react to people shooting at things. To me, that should have happened when you first release a game. Why would you not have done that? Because this is the same with anything, that you release something as it is and then you improve it later. This is how everything is in every game, in everything. Even in any world of technology, they might have the technology and the time to do everything a level better, but why not just release it as it is now, get all the money, and then later on release a better version and get even more money? It's not how it should be, but it is how it is in every single tech and game franchise, and I hate it. However, it does allow for us to shape improvements that will come in the future by telling them what we want in videos such as this. So, animations, beautiful, want to see more of them, want to see them work with more things. The search tool in build mode is the best thing ever in the world, ever invented. It was so needed, it works so flawlessly. I don't have to search for, I don't have to like click and try and find anything. I can just type it in, find it, done. I love that. They've done an amazing job with it. It's the best. Build mode itself is completely different to The Sims 3. A lot of people's reviews will be compared to previous games. It's hard not to compare when it is a sequel to previous games, although it is a completely different game in itself, although the concept is the same. So build mode is brilliant, it's different, but I still find myself getting lost. I'm not a builder, and it was aimed at making even novice builders want to build. It doesn't make me want to build. However, when I do actually sit down and try and build in it, I like the fact that if I do something wrong, I can fix it very easily because my patience is minimal, so I'm glad that it doesn't annoy me in that sense. Now let's talk about the tutorial mode. How annoying is the tutorial? It's so... I don't know how to say this because I did have a conversation with SimGuru Grant on Twitter, and he was saying that it was really annoying for them as sim gurus that they've made this tutorial and people are clicking past it and then asking how to do things, which from his perspective I can see is absolutely completely annoying. Totally get that. However, I found myself doing the same thing. I was just, oh, go away, go away. The tutorial kind of pops up as you're going in and it does things in a completely different order to what you would want to actually do in the game, which is annoying first of all. And I'm giving my opinion on this so that hopefully in the future, because I know a lot of people agree with me on this, hopefully in the future they will change the tutorial. I know they've done the best to make it amazing, and I know it's in there and it's great, but it doesn't mean it's right. So the tutorial's giving you information in a completely different order to what you want it to do. So you end up clicking away and I'll figure that out later, and then you think, how do I do that? I don't know how to do that. Now to me, what it should do is you hover over something, tells you how to do it. You take your mouse off it, it goes away. That's all we needed. We don't need to have to go through the tutorial every time we go into the game or any part of the game. We just need to hover over, or maybe just have a little tutorial pop up that we can just search in to find something if we want to know how to do it. Something that doesn't completely lock you out of the game until you click. I've learned that because I'm just going to click it to make it go away. It's annoying. So that's my thought on tutorial mode. I think a lot of people were disappointed with The Sims 4 because they expected it to be like The Sims 3 but with complete expansions. You definitely don't get that. It's a base game. It's completely stripped back. But what you have to appreciate about The Sims 4 is that it is built on a different game engine and the capabilities of it are so much more. It is completely different in the way that the loading screens, you have to go to different places. I have had problems losing my saves. I'm hoping that's going to be fixed soon. I know a lot of people are having longer loading times the more you progress with your game. I guess that's to be expected. To be honest, I think The Sims 4 is still a work in progress. That much is kind of obvious. What we're getting, when you actually get it, it feels like it's really small. It feels like it's just this tiny piece of The Sims and you've paid a whole chunk of money. But if you get into the collectibles and the hidden lots and all the different deaths and woohoos and interactions and the lots and going between worlds, there's actually a whole heap more. I think you will get so much more out of your game if you do a bit of research, and also if you're not a complete noob, you will definitely get a lot more of your game, which isn't hugely fair on the people that are just playing it freshly. Another thing that I do think is cool is that you can play in one world but have your sim travel to the other world. I like that, and that gives potential for them actually adding on other worlds along the top, maybe space. I'm excited to see what expansion packs they come up with in the future. I'm presuming that the premium subscription thing has been scrapped because that hasn't been mentioned, but we'll see about that. I don't think people would react well to that unless it's like insanely amazing deal wise, but we'll see. It's hard to say whether I think The Sims 4 is worth the money. For me, it's definitely worth the money. I think I thoroughly enjoy it, despite what I've said, which has all been quite negative. I think I do love the game, and I love the quirkiness. The emotions can become a little bit generic in how they play out. They can switch pretty quickly and sometimes it's annoying, but it's a game and it's not supposed to be completely easy. So I guess by making your sim and setting the traits and deciding what you want to do, you're setting your own difficulty level. So I'm going to rate it now. I don't know if I've gone in depth enough or not. If you have any questions about what I'm saying or what I haven't said, let me know in the comments, because I don't want to ramble on for too long. I just wanted to tell you things that I think about the game, but to rate it, I'm going to give it 4 big fat moos, and it's lost the 5th one because it's not completely perfect, and also because I know it's out of a lot of people's price range and I don't like that. I think it was a very highly priced game and I'm not sure it necessarily needed to be. I don't know what justifies that price, and especially that a lot of people feel like they've got an incomplete game and don't enjoy it. I feel like it's a huge monetary risk to take if you don't like it. I am excited to get more in depth and play the game and see how things pan out, and I do thoroughly enjoy it, and I absolutely will not play The Sims 3 again because this is such a step up. It's so much smoother, it's so much easier. One huge plus is that it's so much easier to get into. It loads up just like that, you're in, you're ready to play. So much better. So that is my review. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!